I don't know about you, but I'm tired of what's happening right now. And I'm tired of politicians in fancy suits that are getting paid $165,000 to $180,000 a year of our money that we bust our ass for, telling us what they're going to do with it. Have they helped raise minimum wage? Have they helped give us a living wage? Have they helped with the cost of housing? 14 million children go to school hungry every day. What have they done for them? Over 40,000 people pass away from gun violence. What have you done about that? Women's rights. Texas has a 50% increased sepsis rate. Look what happened to Andrea Smith, the Gilead. You're not pro-life, you're forced birth. We live in a social contract. We agree to pay our taxes, follow the laws, follow the Constitution, listen to cops, go to follow the speed limits, and so on and so forth. The government has broken their part of the social contract. They're supposed to use our taxes to make our lives better, and they're not. The president is ignoring the Constitution. He is at some point going to try to undo birthright citizenship, which is a constitutional right. He's taken away due process from people. He's talking about doing away with habeas corpus. He's putting us into a trade war, which is going to decimate the U.S. economy. He's going after private citizens with executive orders. And the Congress, which is supposed to be the checks and balances, is nowhere to be found. You have the Republicans, which is Make America White Again, the modern day Confederacy. That party couldn't stomach the black man sitting in the White House with President Obama. So they did what they always do. They got triggered and they went back to the plantation owner, the most unqualified, uneducated, idiotic white man that's picking their pocket over the most qualified black woman. Because for them, a black woman was just too far. That's DEI. That's CRT. It's racism. That's what it is. Mixed in with misogyny. Hard stop. So stop the crap about tariffs and I wanted more gas, because now gas is going up. Now he's playing AD chess. It is white supremacy. Period. That's it. The Democrats don't have a backbone for the majority of them. 50 of them voted for Marco Rubio, that traitor that sided with Vladimir Putin. 10 of them voted for the CR. 10 of them voted to censure Al Green. Cory Booker stands up for 26 hours. Yay, Cory Booker. Then what does he do? Votes for Charles Kushner, a man guilty of tax fraud and witness tampering, because, way to go, Cory Booker. Take that money from Charles Kushner. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. And then 14 Democrats voted for the crypto bill. And then 127 of you didn't vote for the impeachment. And then you show up on CNN and MSNBC and your favorite left-wing radio show and you go, we have to fight this. We have to do everything we can. Are you going to vote for impeachment? No, I can't do that. It's not politically advantageous for me. It's not going to work, so I'm not going to do anything. And people in wheelchairs got zip-tied in the Capitol because they did more to stop fascism than you did. Both parties suck. So we have a choice, people. If the people that aren't elected to do their jobs aren't going to fix this system, then I'm going to propose that we don't participate in the system anymore. We go on a general strike. If we have 3.5% of this population that stops working, stops paying federal taxes, and protests every day until this government works for us, we can change this country. But we're going to have to be uncomfortable. We're going to get bumps and bruises and broken bones. That's unavoidable. And for the people that say I can't afford it, I've been there. I've had to sell my comic book collection to buy gas. I sold my PlayStation to pay my rent. I didn't even have a bike and I walked to work 3.5 miles each way. I've been there. I have lived it. But the reason that you're there is the reason that we have to do this. Nobody should be living paycheck to paycheck when we have a $4 trillion budget and we call ourselves the greatest country in the world. We're not the greatest country in North America, people. I would say Canada, Mexico, and then us. That's where we are. We're a third world country right now. And for all of you little MAGA that get your panties in a twat, oh, how dare you! This country has never been great for everybody. It was designed by racist founding fathers that own black people, designed to benefit 21-year-old landowning white men in every demographic: women, minorities, black people, immigrants, everybody that doesn't fit into your bigoted worldview of white Christian nationalism has been treated less than. Even now, we're demonizing immigrants. Oh, Paul, that's not it. I want them here legally. You voted for a white man who's a convicted felon, who abuses women, who's told over 30,000 lies, who questioned the birth of our first black president, has dinner with Nick Fuentes, a white nationalist, didn't rent to black people, the Central Park Five, but somehow he's a white man and that's okay. But the brown people that have been here for 30 years that have never committed a crime, somehow they get zip-tied if you're pregnant and thrown into a jail. Yeah, you're racist. You are. I voted for that, but you are. You voted for it. You're right. You are. And those people, they're not going to move because it's who they've always been. And I've had enough of it. And I think a lot of us have had enough of that and the two-party system. If you're ready to make a change, sign the general strike petition. We just hit 1,400 people. I understand it's not millions and millions, but every movement needs to start somewhere. So here I am. In my bio is a link, or you can go to directly at 2025strike.com. Sign it, share it. That's the way to do it. On July 9th, I'm interviewing Eric Swalwell to see if he will support the general strike. I'm going to try to do it live on my TikTok channel and or YouTube. If not, it will be posted. We're going to have to save ourselves. Nobody's coming to save us here. The political system itself is broken. I understand people are happy that this guy won a mayor's race in New York. Good for him. Congratulations. The system is broken. Until we reverse Citizens United, we take out AIPAC money, until congressmen have to take away their stocks, until we implement gun reform, until we give people a living wage. It's been $7.25 since 2009. What's the point of doing this over and over again with politicians asking for money? You know what? I know you're living paycheck to paycheck, but please give me $10. I know you only make $7.25 an hour, or if you're a tipped worker, $2.13. But can you find it in your heart to give me $10 because I really need it so I can get elected and don't do a damn thing to make your life better? Can you do that, please? No, that time's over. Stop donating, people. You want to do something else? Change your party affiliation to independent. I left both parties. You want to speak? Speak with your money. Speak with your registration party. And then you go on a general strike. And we shut the country down until actual change happens. We're going to have to say this from ourselves. This is a pivotal moment. 2025strike.com. You can call it a revolution. I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that. This system is not working for the benefit of the people of this country. It is working for the very rich, and we're also fighting against the MAGA white supremacists, and that needs to stop. It takes one of us at a time. We are each a grain of sand, but if you get enough grains of sand, you can have a beach. You get even more, and you can have an island. Sign the petition. We can change this country together.